Hey guys, hey! And so obviously we all know that you think that we're like superstars, but now we're officially in the sun.
Online.
Yeah, the online version. They've done a little story about us with our too good to go and bargain shenanigans. And so it's just been launched today on the 24th of November at 10:30ish. And Aaron wants desperately to read
I really wanted to read the reviews, but it said let's film us reading the reviews. So
yeah, because I thought you'll get to hear it.
like the comment section on the Sun bits.
Obviously, I'm not sure it's going to be a good thing to read, but I thought at least we should do is record our authentic reactions to some of the comments, and if many more comments go on later on, we might do a.
But at least we can reply to the comments here anyway.
Oh, we can reply to them here, not on there, because
not on there.
It'll all kick off then, mate. I know what comments are like on Facebook. I've seen Aaron go down many of Rabbit Warren of comments. So if you don't mind, lady, get them comments
ready. Is everyone ready to hear the comments?
So you're already at the comments part?
Yeah.
Oh, just show them that thing. Just so
right, so that was the story, if you can see it or
if
not.
If you keep it still. So there we are. It's obviously lots of you'll be aware, I imagine, of our too good to go and is picking up the odd bargain.
So it says on the site, it says they've perfected living on a budget, which there.
Oh.
It's got a thrifty couple haven't paid full price for a loaf of bread in over a year, which
it is pretty much
is true because Ian will only buy the 10p ones and freeze them now.
I know, because when you freeze bread,
he begrudgingly buys one if it's like 40p. you won't buy that, will you?
But it defrosts really fast, and most of the time we just used it for toast anyway. But anyway, so they have done a little story on it. If you haven't seen it,
it's got 31
reactions,
but I can't see an angry or sad face at the moment.
Which is good. Right, so
you ready for me to read them?
Yep. You at the top.
Right, so one person says, "This isn't news."
Well, it's true, but it is just in like the lifestyle thing, and it's bringing awareness to the Too Good to Go app for those.
A couple of people have reacted to that, saying if you've ever actually had a paper copy of the Sun, then you would know that it's part of the supplement inside, called Fabulous, which is just items like this, not actual news items.
Exactly. No one's saying that we're breaking news or anything, but.
And someone else says, that must save them some dough.
Ah, see what they did there. But it does, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
This
is why we do it.
It's like £1 for a loaf of bread, and quite often we get our bread for like 10p.
Yeah. Someone else says, do we need to know this?
No, you don't need
People
to know.
People don't need to know anything.
Why do you think that's another bread pun?
No, because she just put need.
Yeah. I think some people seriously do need to know it.
Yeah, I think you do need to know how to budget.
Especially, yeah, some people do struggle, and any help.
Someone else says, they normally spend 100 quid a week. Bloody, can I say bloody?
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Bloody hell, hardly thrifty. That's about what I would spend for, and there's 6 of us in this household. And that's what we used to say. We used to spend £100 a week, but since we've been thrifty,
but to be fair, spend that. They did just ask, and we did just have to come up with a figure.
Yeah, that was the figure, because we were working with a lady that's wrote the story, and she wanted a rough average of how much we would spend a week.
Obviously, I had to take into account Aaron's alcohol allowance.
Yeah, but yeah, we were saying that's what we spend before we were thrifty, not we spend £100 after we've been thrifty.
But it's like when you have your takeaways and you go for meals out. And at one stage we were doing that quite a bit, weren't we? Having takeaways a couple of times a week and that.
Someone else says, I've not paid full price for bread for years.
Good for you.
It'll cost them in the long run eating all that junk, i.e. crisps and bread.
No,
but if you watch the videos, you know that you don't just get crisps and bread in these things.
Obviously, that's what we're quite excited about. But we did at one stage see the Mariah Carey crisps when she was working with Walkers. They were reduced, and we thought that was funny. But obviously, everything in moderation. But all of you who've seen us get our Morrison's Too Good to Go's, it's obviously normally a lot of fruit and veg.
And so a lot of these people, I think, don't realise that they're on about the Too Good To Go app. I think she just thinks that we just go around looking for yellow ticket items. Like, you know, we're one of those that get in there with the yellow ticket items.
We're not one of those who rugby tackle people for...
Because someone's put, some people don't have the time to trawl the supermarkets just before closing time to get the last reductions.
And we don't,
which we don't really do that often. We do with the 10p bread and stuff, but that's if we see it, we'll pick up and freeze it.
But yeah, obviously, as you know, it is mainly the Too Good To Go that we do. It's just when we do in our normal supermarket shop, we keep an eye out for those yellow sticker.
Next person says, 2 blokes raid the end of day reductions. Pretty much sums it up. Which isn't...
But yeah,
I mean...
We don't raid them. It is
Yeah.
the Too Good To Go. Obviously, lots of people have just seen the title and then added a comment.
They're not thrifty. They're stingy. I believe in saving, but I'm not prepared to go to such lengths. It's fresh bread over stale for me.
I know, but it's not stale at that
not.
stage.
It's not.
Or at least...
But I've brought bread before, perfectly fresh, in the past, and it's been best before when you can go to the freezer and in soups and in toast.
True. We know.
It's only best before, not used by. I bet if you get bread that isn't on deal, I bet the date is only 2 days different. It's not much difference. Lol, they made a mistake. They aren't a couple. That's 2 blokes. They're mates.
Ah, we are a couple though. Someone obviously hasn't heard of gayness.
I'm clearly not home. I don't know what. That's all stuff that, I don't know, I don't want to read into the whole of that comment.
Yeah, obviously people are just having an issue with him saying that we're not a couple because we're 2 blokes.
Last comment, who's the good housewife?
We are. Although probably me more.
Ian is
cause,
probably the best, yeah.
Yeah. So those are the comments that we've received so far.
Yeah, which weren't terrible to be fair.
No, they weren't terrible, but obviously I know what Facebook can be like.
Yeah.
Obviously we're just sort of lucky it's not a massively big thing, but still, it was quite exciting to see that we just made the story. So here comes the unrelevant.
There are some more comments if anyone wants to hear them. You like Ian said, 2 puffs and a pint of lager. Which I don't know where the pint of lager is.
No, we wish we got pints of lager now. Too Good To Go.
Couple save money. Stop the press. Yeah, and haven't eaten bread that isn't stale for the same amount of time. Yuck.
But it's not stale when it's the best before. It's only goes stale after, once it's open mainly. But if you freeze it, it's still good, guys.
Someone says tighter than her, that's chuff. But every penny is a prisoner in that house.
But it's not though.
It's not.
We're happy.
We're just sensible about spending money.
We're sensible where we can be. But then it's like today we went and bought 6 Dunkin' Donuts. It's all about saving where you can and spending where you want.
And someone puts couple. Blah. I don't understand.
But they've got a picture of the Joker on it, so
Yeah.
maybe it's just keeping to his thing.
I don't know if I want to really read that one out because it's a lot about.
Yeah, it's just someone on about people.
I
have seen people who are very crowded around the person as they're sticking on the yellow price.
Oh yeah, they really get in there.
That's not us. As you know, it is mainly the Too Good To Go that we do, and it is just what happens to be there when we're going past.
But there you go. That is basically all the comments now.
But yeah, we do try and eat a reasonably balanced diet. But yeah, I was worried about the comments, but they weren't too bad.
Yeah, they weren't too bad in the end, to be fair.
But we thought it would be nice to share our reactions and us reading them out to you, just in case you thought it was interesting.
So if you guys do use Facebook and want to go and check out the comment section for yourselves, go for it.
Or if you want to go on Fabulous and search up our little story, feel free to.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought we'd give you that little bit of insight. Hope you enjoyed this little video.
Anyway, back to the editing.
Speak to you later.
Bye.